There's 2, there's 4, there's 6 and 8. Shunting, rolling stock, and hauling freight. Red, green, yellow, orange, purple, brown, blue. They're the really useful crew. That's who. All with different roles to play around Tidmouth sheds and far away. Down Gordon's Hill and around some bends, we got Thomas and his friends. Look all around. That's pretty neat. I look better than before. We're on the island of Sodor. I like to stay all nice and clean. Oftentimes I can be mean. We do all of this and more right here on the island of Sodor.
Well, springtime will be arriving soon. I'll be returning to my holiday shed and my boards eventually.
Oh yes, I heard you got your old shed in your forest. Which makes me question, why do you sleep in Vickerstown sheds for half the year?
Well, I sleep in that shed during the spring and summer since the animals are more active during those seasons. And then they prepare for hibernation in the autumn. So I lived in B in the autumn and winter.
Ah, good point.
Well, I got work to do. See you guys later.
Cheerio, Henry.
Bear was just sitting at Vickerstown stations while he waited for his passengers to board the coaches. While he did, he heard a bellowing whistle, followed by wheels rumbling along the rails. It was Hank, returning from the mainland with a goods train. And on the well wagon appears to be an engine.
Wow! Looks like we're gonna have a new engine on the line.
The engine was escorted to the Sodor Steamworks. The engine sat there humming quietly as the restoration was in progress. Gordon went into the steamworks as well to have his bolts tightened. He was in awe when he saw the new engine.
You're the Robinson Atlantic C1, aren't you?
Indeed I am. The name's Robin, short for Robertson. And you no doubt must be Gordon.
Ah, so you've heard of me.
Of course. I'm glad to see all of the well-known engines here on Sodor. And it's a true honor to meet another sole survivor of the A1s, along with the Flying Scotsman.
Well, sounds like you've got good taste. Mind the tank engines though.
After restoration, Robin was set on trial. Engines whistled back to him, although when they got the chance to speak to him, their conversations were short-lived with Robin, and everyone couldn't understand why. All they knew is that Robin appeared to be expecting to see another type of engine he wanted to meet. Gordon listened to it as well, but at first he thought it was just a rumor. Maybe nothing more but big engine behavior. But when he met up with Robin again at Croven's Gate, his interaction wasn't like his first one, but rather similar to the other engines as well. This raised some concern for Gordon. What's all the fuss? What's all the fuss? I'm telling you that lad doesn't seem to act like us. Since 1915, our rules are crystal clear. Go meet with Sir Topham Hatt, and then you will work here. You know that locomotive? He's got me all concerned. He just says hi and then puffs off. And I think that is just absurd. What is all the fuss? He was still pondering about Robin's behavior the next time he was ready to pull the express. Edward noticed and asked. Gordon explained about the whole situation with Robin.
Never expected this kind of behaviour from the Robinson Atlantic.
Wait, did you say Robinson?
Yes. Why?
I remember back in 1922 when Henry and Alfred arrived. Sir Topham Hatt the First thought of purchasing a different engine other than Henry.
I could have sworn I thought I'd ordered a Robinson Atlantic. Never mind, I guess I'll do.
Are you saying
That Robinson is here
to replace Henry?
Well, best not to jump to conclusions. We just need to keep an eye on him. I'll have a word with Sir Richard and work from there.
I'll keep a sharp lookout as well.
Humphrey, you don't have to sing all the time.
But it's a musical.
Yes, but talking's allowed as well.
Oh, okay. Humphrey hauled a goods train up to Vickerstown shunting yards. He was placing the rolling stock in the proper siding when he heard some puffing noises from both opposite directions. One came from Robin, and the other came from Henry. Oh no! If those two engines meet, there's sure to be beef with each other. I gotta distract Henry!
Look, Henry, there's a wagon in a fancy-looking color, and I do believe it's periwinkle. Look, Henry, there's another, and another, and another, and I think this one is looking kind of dull. Look, Henry, check it out. It's a hopper. It's the biggest one I think I've ever seen. Not to mention it's got colors and some fancy-looking patterns, and all of them are in the shade of green.
What?
Humphrey, I'm not seeing any of that.
That's the point of a distraction, Paxton. Help me out.
Okay then.
Look, Henry, it's Sir Topham, and he's wearing blue pajamas, and he's dancing on the little wooden crate. Look, Henry, there's Bertie, and he's got some rail chassis, and he's pulling a little train of slates. Look, Henry, there's a squirrel, there's a bird, there's a bear. Look, Henry, it's a bunny, it's an ostrich, it's Thomas. Oh, Henry, please look anywhere, but...
I don't see anything. Huh? But there.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Henry! It's a true pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Oh, where are my manners? The name's Robin.
And at the right convenient time, Gordon pulled into Vickerstown shunting yards and confronted Robin. Humphrey joined along. Not so fast, don't take another puff. We know what you're up to and we say enough's enough. You're here to replace Henry, but that we won't allow. We're gonna have to ask you that this mayhem will stop now. Henry's a true number one here.
Phew, haven't gone this far up to Vickerstown in a while.
What's going on here?
Sir, this engine is named Robin. I don't know if you two met each other, But basically, this engine is attempting to replace Henry.
But he has met me. I saved him from Barry's scrapyard and brought him here to work on the part of the main line. And, on top of all of that, Robinson isn't here to replace anyone.
Replace Henry? Oh, that time. Well, while I was disappointed at first, I wanted to let bygones be bygones after seeing 2 load-in engines return from the island.
The year was 1945, and Robin noticed 98462 and 87546 had just returned from the island. 87546 explained 98462's behavior. Robin listened with intent and understood to let go of the grudge. He thought that one day he would arrive at Sodor another time, especially in recent decades when he was sent to Barry's scrapyard, but luckily salvaged. The wait was most definitely worth it.
Didn't I tell you not to jump to conclusions, Gordon?
We apologise for jumping to conclusions, Robin.
All is forgiven, my friends.
And after Robin's trials were complete, he was assigned to work on mainline services from Crovan's Gate to Vickerstown with the works diesel. At first, Robin was against the idea of co-working with a diesel, but was convinced by James that even though there are some bad eggs on the island, there are some diesels that are actually quite friendly and cooperative. Gordon, Henry, and Robin were all great friends now. Whenever they see each other, they would give each other friendly whistles as they pulled their passengers along the main line.
So now you know a little more about us. But now it's time to wave goodbye. We hope we've opened up your eyes. So please, next time that you stop by,
say hi, don't be shy.
We would love to have you visit here on the island of Sodor. Oh dear. I definitely doubt Sir Topham Hatt will enjoy hearing this kind of news.